to the point where, you know, the Elon Musk joking around about my pronouns are prosecute Fauci. Jimmy Kimmel made a tweet back to him. He said, your pronouns are ass and hole, which is pretty funny. But then...
Did he really?
Yes. And so then I read that, and there was people saying, please don't joke about pronouns. It's transphobic to joke about pronouns. So they were chiding him for participating in a joke about pronouns.
Hold on. So Jimmy Kimmel was doing it. He was doing it too.
Yeah, he was doing it too.
Yeah. No, he was being accused of joking about it too.
Yes. So they were upset at him, even though he was attacking the appropriate person. He was doing it in a manner which is also construed as being transphobic. Like they were saying that his tweet is transphobic.
Do you think that was, in that case, do you think that's him or a writer? Can't you tell?
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
No, it's him for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
good. That's a good one.
He's a comic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, he used to host the Man Show. I mean, he's done some pretty outrageous shit back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, for he-he's and ha-ha's.
No, that's a good joke on top of a good joke.
Yeah, it's a good joke. Funny thing to say. He's had a real problem with Elon from the beginning of this thing, but it's like he's in this leftist thought bubble. He is in the most leftist thought bubble available, which is Hollywood. And, you know, and I think also, you know, he famously, there's some videos of him in blackface, and those came out, and he had apologized for them, and I think he took that hit and, like, really doubled down the other direction. I mean, that's just speculation. But he, you know, now is a guy that goes after people like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, Elon is thought of as being, because he's willing to put people on with uncomfortable opinions, and he's releasing people that were banned from Twitter because of things that they had said. He's like, as long as you haven't done anything illegal, I'll let you back on.
Oh, yeah.
So he's doing a lot of that. So it's a lot of people are upset by that because then they think, you know, well, you're platforming bigots and hateful people, and it's a weird conversation because I'm a free speech believer. I think the way to counter someone's inappropriate, even someone like Kanye West that says ridiculous shit, anti-Semitic things, the way to counter that is to counter that with more thoughtful opinions on what he's saying and point out that what he's saying is inaccurate in many ways, hurtful in many ways. Like, point it out. Like, talk. Let's have discussion. Don't silence the guy.
Would you have him on?
The problem
I remember one time you invited him to come on years ago.
He was on.
Oh,
yeah,
he did?
Yeah, he's been on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my fault. I remember you inviting him to come on about, like, years ago. It was like, no one wants to talk about mental health. And I remember you had said, like, said something to the effect of any time, but I didn't know that. Oh,
it's a good conversation to listen to if you want to understand how he works, because he works in rants, these long rants. And sometimes when you're ranting, you know, especially when you're a guy like that, you really don't exactly know what the fuck you're saying while you're saying it. And you're sort of justifying it while you're saying it. And you're like working stuff out in real time. And sometimes you go down roads that are just not fruitful.
Yeah, it's like me yelling at my kids, man.
You got to back up and regroup. And unfortunately for him, he does not do that. He doubles down. And then he continues to double down. And then it's gotten worse. And he posted a Star of David that was wrapped up in a swastika.
Oh, yeah.
He just, you know, what made him I've said this ad nauseum, but what made him a great rapper is he's incredibly prolific and wildly creative. Like, he can just go and go and go. The problem with that, when you apply that to talking about serious issues, is like, it's not just a rap lyric. It's your opinion on things. And, you know, his opinion, the way he raps is like, everything's got like so much power behind it. It's just bam, 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 and his music and the beats and everything, and it's just overwhelming. But with dialogue, it requires a more thoughtful understanding of how people are going to interpret what you're saying. And I don't think he thinks that way. I think he just rants. Yeah.
There was I should remember better details on it, but it was a legal question. Again, I can't remember what state it was whether your music could be used against you in court to capture your state of mind.
Oh, wow.
I bet Jamie'd find that in no time.
The problem with that is, like, people absolutely say things in rap lyrics and rock and roll lyrics that are theatrical. It's not that they mean that. It's just like Quentin Tarantino's dialogue in a film.
Yeah.
It's not. He's making a character, and what he means from that character is, he's trying to paint a film, trying to paint a picture inside of a film.
Yeah, it's like that old. It's like that old Joe Rogan joke. How come no one's mad at Johnny Cash for killing a man just to watch him die?
Yeah, exactly. And guess what? Bob Marley never really shot the sheriff. Yeah. That was not real. Proposed federal bill to limit music lyrics being used as evidence. Jesus.
It's more about specific acts that were committed and
like details of crimes.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the thing about like gangster rap, is that they will actually detail specific things that they have been accused of, which is more problematic.
Oh, it's like OJ's book, If I Did It?
Right. Oh. Yeah. I had a copy of that. I think my wife threw it out because I can't find it, and she's tight-lipped. Somebody gave me, I forget who, some comic gave me a signed copy of OJ's If I Did It.
Really?
I never even cracked the book. I don't even think I think it was sealed.
You better watch out, because he'll break into your house trying to get his shit back. It'll be his own, he'll think it's his own memorabilia.
I think he's done with that. Isn't it amazing that that's what he went to jail for?
Yeah, there's that Norm Macdonald bit where it's him trying to establish his bona fides in prison. And he's like, well, hey, man, I killed my wife and a waiter, They're like, no, you did not. Like, the fellow prisoners can't take him seriously.
Right. Trying to establish his bona fides. That's funny. No, you were acquitted, bro. That shit ain't real. All you did is get your merch back at gunpoint. Yeah. Did you ever see the rap video that O.J. Simpson did?
Mm-mm.
O.J. Simpson, when he got out,
I heard about it but never saw it.
Yeah, with naked women. Did a rap music video with scantily clad women where he's like dressed. Wasn't he dressed like a king? Wearing like a crown and a cape and shit? Something like that. We played it before. It's pretty ridiculous.
No, I didn't know about it.
I think there was a time where he's just trying to figure out a way to make money, and he just leaned into it.
Dude, that big ESPN documentary was phenomenal, man.
On him?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Really?
No.
Made in America?
No,
you didn't watch that?
No.
Dude, that documentary, my God, it's good.